it's a spooky season. And before I talk more about the picture that I just taken, this was very funny. I launched the game and just had to quickly do something before I start. And when I came back, like a sky kid was lying next to me, which I found quite funny. Maybe a little bit creepy, but to be fair, just funny. So I said thank you for starting my day on a positive, lighthearted note, and went along to do some of the daily quests and start my photography excursion. To be fair, I was expecting that I will find my favorite shot of the day among the activities for the Day of Moonlight that just started, but honestly got distracted a lot today. And this was very cute as well. This was my first time seeing this little bunny, and I didn't know yet that it was from the activities currently live, so I found it very cute. And I was like, where did they get that? Can I have a cosmetic, or do you need to do a quest or something? But you probably guys know by now. So while I was having my breakfast, I kind of was like, okay, I got some of the skins and interesting objects from the Day of Moonlight before, just I haven't seen anything else, just quickly logged in. So I was trying to find this bunny because I've seen it among the costumes. It took me a very long time to find, but I decided to commemorate my encounter with wearing a bunny on my head, and it is so cute. Okay, so to our professional business. I started taking pictures in the prairies and kind of like trying to see if I can get something. Honestly, it was all being a bit more, let's say, touristic rather than anything particularly interesting. I find that here, like once I zoom out, this was a nice shot of just kind of how many layers there are, and that the depth of the game you can just see through these shots, but still it wasn't the one. So I decided to continue further on, and I found that this daily quest that I just now start doing is really cute. I wish we have more of it because I felt like I interacted with the spirit quite well, and also with what Sky Kids create. However, it took me time to get it because the problem with chibis, they're small, so nothing is set for them. Like for kids, I guess. This was very cute. I wish we could do that with other spirits just on a regular basis, or that we have, as I said, more daily quests that would be connecting you directly with both the spirits that you've already seen before and with the creations or other activities that other Sky Kids do. Because I occasionally look at the shared spaces, but since I'm a solo player, there isn't very much interest for me in that sense, because I don't really have friends whose creations I can visit. So this is more just out of curiosity, but here the quest literally prompts you to do that and also try things within the shared space. So I found it really nice. And the fact that the spirit is with you along the way. So one thing again with chibis that I kind of see the more I play with them is that they're really cute, they look really nice, but to get like the action rolling or to find the camera position so you can activate certain things is a bit problematic. So I always kind of to myself is like, yeah, it's like children where things are not adapted to them, so it's a bit awkward. And in this stage, before I get reborn to next phase, it is a bit of a struggle. And I want to stay a little bit more. And to be fair, now I haven't seen the glitch just yet because I was just looking at the shared space, and I also noticed this object, which I was like, I've never seen this before, and it turned out to be an instrument. So a little bit improvisation from me. I'm not great with it first time seeing the instrument, but I find that it sounds really nice. And I think I lost here, so let's not listen to me play anymore and just move on. And so at this very moment, when I was liking and planning to move, I all of a sudden was like, wait a second, what is this? I think it's a ghost left from a spirit, which was like, hey, when I was recording it, it was the 1st of October, so it's like, this is perfect, it's so spooky, so let's just roll with it. So I tried a bunch of ways to try and capture it, and just to be clear, I'm not trying to be like, hey, that game company, there is a glitch in your game, be more careful. No, I just thought that it was quite funny and a bit relevant to the start of the season, and I still find it's quite interesting. I just didn't manage, I think, to get the best picture out of it, just due to the fact that it isn't supposed to be in a game in the first place. But I still selected this moment as the best moment of the day, just because it's unusual, and this is something probably majority of you missed when it happened, and it's definitely gone already. Another thing that I liked, and it's been repeated more often, is this meditation when you can answer somebody's question. Here's you've been transformed into a favorite sky creature, what happens next? It's cool. Leave in a comment below, what would you do next? And I also have my question prepared for it. It'll be very quickly here on the screen. 1, 2, how often do you play Sky? Okay, so I decided to explore more with my handy dandy camera the location for the Day of Moonlight, and honestly, again, a bit touristic, just taking in the sun sights, just taking pictures of what you expect to take pictures of, but I think it's still important to do it for both the memory and also getting it out of the system, so the future photos are a bit more creative. So I hope the future days I will be able to get something interesting photo-wise. Oh, and also wanted to share with you, I like the riddles last year. It was the same thing, and honestly, when people are taking it seriously and not just leaving emojis or writing mathematical equation, I like answering it, and I like seeing what people do. So let's see if in this tiny, I'll be as tiny, the writing will be able to read it for you. So true. Okay, let's move on. What do I have for lunch today? Yeah, this kind of questions skip. What is longer than a short? I don't know if it's a typo. I had to think. And I wrote pants because, shorts and pants are longer than shorts. I don't know. What weighs, but you feel it in a different form? I think I said weather or wind. Weather, yeah. I've seen some other people saying wind for this question. Oh yeah, I like responsibilities, guilt, people get creative. That's what I'm saying. I like seeing it because it's not school. You don't have to take these things seriously, but just be respectful, mindful, and nice, I suppose. That's the general rule. So let's see. So far, no more luck. So moving on. Oh yeah, what came first, the chicken or an egg? Classic, but I still don't mind it. Yeah, I wrote universe because, to be fair, before anything. Oh yeah, I like the dinosaur one as well. Skip. What is the largest fruit? I think I've put jackfruit, if I'm not mistaken. Honestly, I still need to Google to see the correct answer. What did they say? Earth? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, and my riddle is about, trees. But again, I don't have friends to reply, so you're never gonna see my riddle presented there. And okay, so I was like, okay, this is all done. And I wanted to see if I can take more pictures of the space. So this tree, and to be fair, this location is probably one of my favorite outside of the event. I didn't know for the longest time, even after the season was over, that this even exists. Because in order to get here in a normal time, you have to fly through the clouds, and it's not obvious whatsoever. So you're not exactly sure where you're going. So I discovered it absolutely by accident, and I was mesmerized by this tree. So I like coming here outside of the event just to chill, especially that there isn't anything to do in this world. So not a lot of Sky Kids hang out here. This is not one of the main worlds, and also you need to unlock a bunch of stuff before you come here, so that's why it is not very populated. So it's calm, and I don't know if they will keep the gazebo, but before there was not even any buildings here, just this beautiful tree, sky, clouds, all the good stuff. And the music there is very peaceful too. So I wanted to incorporate the tree into the photos, but nothing was working out because, to be fair, the tree leaves are 2D, so it's hard to make them look interesting. But when you are in the game, because the tree is moving and you're moving, it usually looks really nice. So I stopped with the idea of the tree and went further away to try and make a picture from a different angle, and this will be like a postcard photo, you might say. I still will post it on the Instagram just because it's something to commemorate the whole event, but I am, even in real life, not a big fan of just taking touristic classic pictures. I always try to find some more creative angle, and so I thought that I will give it a try in the meditation space. This is so cool. I really like this effect of like mirror with water. Whenever they do it, I really enjoy it. And here I think this is stunning, and I will return in further videos to try and take more pictures and see what kind of interesting angles. But for now, very cheesy selfie incoming. I think a lot of us probably took this during this event. Let me know if you did it, because, well, it's obvious, it's pretty, it's really nice, it's very geometrical. So I tried to do different poses and stuff, and to be fair, if it wasn't for the glitch ghosty early on, this would be probably my favorite picture. Not this one, but I tried like different poses, and the last one is the one that I think is my favorite one. This one, obviously, meditation, yoga. But then I was like, no, there is another cool one that has a circle around. And so I decided to stop on this one. And this is it for today. Tune in for more videos. See you. Bye bye.